Whether you're in a big city or a small town, driving in this kind of stop-and-go traffic calls for alert observation and split-second decisions. To become a skilled driver, you must know the fundamentals of driving so well that they become second nature to you. You must keep control of your car at all times and be ready at any time to stop, shift gears, and react to the changing pace of the traffic around you. As you gain experience in city driving, you learn to anticipate what's about to happen on the street ahead. You look for clues, just as a detective does. Clues that tell you what's about to happen. By anticipating the actions of other drivers and pedestrians, you will soon be able to drive safely and confidently through the maze of city traffic. But before you can begin to spot these clues, you must know the rules of city driving. These include the correct driving speed, the proper lane to drive in, how to pass in city traffic, intersections, and how to make turns. Speed limits on these streets to 25 or 30 miles per hour. However, the best rule to follow is observe a safe driving speed, which may be under the legal limit. For speed in city driving depends upon the flow of traffic. A safe driving speed is a reasonable speed which conforms to the flow of traffic and is so controlled that you can quickly stop the car whenever necessary. City streets are often divided into marked lanes which guide the movement of traffic. Always keep your car in the proper lane. Never straddle the lines and hold up traffic behind you. Generally speaking, use the right lane if you are traveling at a slower rate of speed than the other cars on the street. The left lane is usually reserved for faster moving cars or cars preparing to make left turns. Where lanes are not marked on the pavement, you should imagine them to be there and steer your car in the proper lane at all times. Normally, in any kind of traffic, we pass other vehicles on the left. However, it is sometimes permissible to pass on the right in city traffic. On one-way streets, cars can be passed on either the right or left. Always remember, though, that you should share the road with other drivers. Never pull out to pass or change lanes unless you can do so without danger to yourself and other traffic. But before you pass any vehicle, there are 3 rules to observe. Look through the mirror and out the left window to make sure no cars are approaching from the side or rear. Give the same signal that you use for a left turn. Sound your horn so the driver ahead will know you intend to pass him. Then, as soon as you can see the car you have passed in your mirror, pull back into the right lane. There are 4 different ways of controlling traffic at intersections in the city. 1, a police-controlled intersection. 2, a light-controlled intersection. 3, a sign-controlled intersection. And 4, an uncontrolled intersection where there are no signs or signals. At all police-controlled intersections, obey the directions of the officer, regardless of what the signs or signals may say. And, of course, at all other controlled intersections, obey the signs and signals. If you are approaching an unmarked intersection, follow the rules of right-of-way. 1, a car on a through street has the right-of-way over cars crossing or entering from minor roads or driveways. 2, if a car has already entered an intersection, A car approaching yields the right-of-way and stops. 3. If two cars reach an uncontrolled intersection at the same time, it's the sportsmanlike thing for the man on the left to yield to the driver approaching from his right. 4. A driver should yield the right-of-way to pedestrians crossing at intersections or on marked crosswalks. It's the mark of courtesy and good sportsmanship to stop and allow pedestrians to cross in front of the car. And it's a good driving habit to develop, for the pedestrian's right-of-way is protected by law. In any situation involving the rules of right-of-way, proceed with caution. Slow down so you'll have time to stop if he disregards your right-of-way. Better let the other car go first rather than claim the right-of-way at risk of a collision. Making turns in city traffic calls for a good combination of timing, coordination, and skill at the wheel. To make a right turn, look through your mirror to make sure there's no traffic moving up on your right. Give a right turn signal and swing into the right lane well ahead of the intersection. Slow down, obey the control, and proceed with caution. As you turn, always watch out for pedestrians. Make the turn slowly so you can stop if a pedestrian should step off the curb. Increase speed only after the car is well around the corner and in its proper lane. To make a left turn, look through your mirror to make sure there's no traffic moving up on your left. Give the proper signal and swing into the left lane well ahead of the corner. Slow down, obey the control, and move slowly out into the intersection. Then turn slowly to the left, keeping just to the right of the center of the street you're entering. To turn left onto a one-way street, follow the same procedure for making left turns, but turn into the far left lane on the one-way street. And to turn left off a one-way street, approach the intersection in the farthest lane to the left. And whenever you're driving, don't forget to watch for signals from other drivers, both hand signals and electrical signal devices on the taillights. At all times in city driving, watch out for pedestrians, emergency vehicles, and streetcars and buses. It's a fact that nearly 1/3 of all persons killed in traffic accidents are pedestrians. So often absorbed in their own thoughts, pedestrians are likely to dart out from between parked cars, cross busy streets against the light, and hurry out to board streetcars or buses without looking to see if any cars are coming. And children playing near the street may often run out in front of passing traffic. As a skilled driver, you watch all pedestrians carefully. Pedestrians won't always look out for you, so you must always look out for them. Always be on the alert, looking for the clues that can tell you what pedestrians may do. And remember, no matter who's wrong, your first responsibility is to avoid an accident. Emergency vehicles like fire engines, police cars, and ambulances have the right of way over all other vehicles on the road. When you hear a siren, pull over to the right side of the road immediately and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed. If you're driving behind a streetcar and it stops at an unprotected safety zone, come to a stop a safe distance behind the streetcar and wait until passengers have boarded or crossed to the curb before starting up again. If you know the fundamental rules of city driving, the correct driving speed, the proper lane to drive in, how to pass in city traffic, what to look for at intersections, and how to make turns. If you know them and practice them carefully, they'll soon become second nature to you. Then you'll be able to concentrate more on the clues that will tell you what's going to happen on the street ahead. Develop this skill in anticipating what pedestrians and other drivers will do. It will help you become a good driver. It will give you confidence in your ability to handle the car. And it assures safe driving in all kinds of city traffic.